Hey yo, we back with the video. It's your boy Glow Rock. Right here, I'm gonna be posting a series of videos just showing my art process and what it took to go from this blank canvas to this finished product. So let's get into it. A lot of what I do is I focus a lot on the composition. I feel like it's a really interesting and entertaining part when constructing a piece. So what you'll see here is a lot of thumbnails and just playing around the canvas. And a lot of it I like to treat as a camera angle, as if I was a filmmaker. And I think the great thing about being an illustrator and storytelling and animation and all that is you get to make the camera angle and what things will look like from your perspective. You get to control the camera, you get to place it wherever you want. So this is what I went with here. After I settled on the composition I want, I had just some different details. I work out my sketch, see what information I want to add, see what I want to omit. And then once I have that, I play around with some more lines. I thought about adding the cinematic, widescreen bars. And later I end up scrapping that, but I think it's just something I'll have to keep tweaking and working with. At this point, I was feeling the composition, but I think it was missing something. So I hollered at the homies, and I got their input, and they said to foreshorten his legs. So shout out to that. Then once I liked what the overall composition was doing, what the piece was going to look like, I go in and just iron out more solid forms of what the figures are going to look like. A lot of my process is just repetition and ironing out what the piece is going to look like. I kind of treat each figure as like a sculpture inside of marble just waiting to be carved out, and that's where a lot of my harsh lines come from. I'm really digging this style. Just going in, looking at different influences. You can't see it, but I do end up using tons of reference just throughout this piece, whether it's getting a certain perspective or just trying to convey certain shape language. I'm sure as y'all can start to recognize the figures in this piece, they're from Jujutsu Kaisen, a series I'm really fond of. I'm really rocking with it. As of this recording, I'm up to chapter 249 and caught up with season 2. I don't know if I'm going to take this into a discussion kind of video where I just discuss my thoughts. So y'all safe from spoilers for now. But just be on the lookout for that. As I have other shows, I might just end up talking about that and maybe a little bit of art process. Now, I didn't find the values on this piece, on this figure, at this small. I did keep it zoomed out just to make sure I had the overall, just have everything in perspective and not be too laser focused in. But that's something I try to work on. I made sure I colored at the size it was when a person would look at it. That way I wasn't too detail oriented. I really vibe with this piece because I learned a lot. Like, I applied a lot of tutorials on this one, and I feel like I got rewarded for it. I really worked on values and a different coloring method, and overall just learning how to be more efficient helped me tremendously. Applying the colors here after the values was really satisfying, and it actually just made it fun because I didn't have to think about applying the right shade of color. In this process, the values found all the shades for me and highlights, so all I had to do was just apply the color. Now with that, as you see, I'm ironing out the details, just doing the little highlights and the little razzle dazzles I like to look for when I look at different pieces. I really just want to put you in that moment of time. And with that, man, that's the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think of this series so far, as far as JJK, and be on the lookout for more. more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. And let's rock.